ahead. That's okay. Ray Hayworth. Sunny Hines. Push that. Push it forward. There you go. Thank you so much. Linda Kirkman Teal. Thank you. These are all special people to all of us, and this is just symbolic for somebody coming like this. Wayne McKenzie. Ronald Moore. Word Billy. Is that right? Roland said he was probably the last person who talked to him before going to South America. Trying to talk you into going with him. Well, what a special night. Carol Reed Clendon. Y'all can come on together. Y'all can do like the guys did. Come on. This is, nobody's here with us. This is very special. Norman Rush. Come on, guys. Now, we're just hanging out now. That's really good. Thank you. Oliver Shirley, God bless him. We have to say this. He came to our picnic, Indian Lady and wanted so badly to be with all of us, and came with oxygen and was barely able to be there. Come on. And he knew that his time was limited. And he wanted to be with, for those of you who were not there, he brought his annual for all of us to sign his annual that day. Now push that forward. But that was a special moment because I think, did he not die a couple of days, 2 days after that? So he died with a special moment in his heart, and we certainly did. And a similar experience with Virginia Snavely Ambrose. So I'd like to thank you, Betsy, and all of you just come forward. What a lovely person she was, and she also shared with us at the very end of her life in one of our get-togethers. That's right. Thank you all so much. Bill Suggs. Thank you.
Bill was my buddy.
Well, that's sweet stuff. There you go. You're getting good at this. Well, what a sweet stuff. He was my buddy. That's. All that good in the camera. Thank you so much. Doris Tysinger, Calico. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. Farrell Wilson. Gloria Witt Mays. Come on, ladies. That's all. Now, Bill Redden. What a special person who left us so early. Always guys and gals.
Nice with his horn
There you go. We will share about these people for just a few minutes. I know we have schedules to keep and something that we plan to get out, but I could not have this service without giving you an opportunity just to informally stand up and say anything you want to say about any one of them. I was hearing you say when you came up here, I love this person, they lived in my neighborhood. They're all so special to us, and they're certainly special in God's sight. Looking down on us today, so it's yours, what he does. Please stand up if you like, on anybody, anything.
It's so hard to do this. I'm amazed at how the love has gone forward 50 years. From my time together, and I guess one of my favorite members is Paul. I played guard. He played guard at 170 pounds in those days. I mean, they laughed at me today. I mean, really. We were playing a team that's supposed to beat us, I think it was Concord. And we had a play called T23, where Paul went between the guard and the tackle. And I believe Perry Lane was the left tackle. He was out of York, I think it was. But we all made our blocks. We were about our own 20-yard line. Paul hit that hole, he missed his butt. For 80 yards, and he scored.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Someone else? About anybody? Anything? Thank you.
I would like to speak about Carolyn. She died with beautiful dignity. She had a son named Carter. She never lived long enough to see him married. And he will have her first grandson in the week of Christmas. But all of you pray for Carter. He goes to Iraq in the spring.
Thank you for sharing that. So those are good things that we can share Someone else? I know you have things you need your heart. Anything?
I'm so sorry that my brain doesn't work better than it does because I had a picture taken in the 5th grade when we did the minuet. Is Sherman Maxwell here? He was asking about that picture last night. And I meant to bring it. And side by side are Ray Hayworth and Bill Redding in that picture when we did the minuet in the 5th grade. And I meant to be sure and bring it for everybody to see what a special time that was for all of us. And how everybody looked then too. And Glenn, along with several others.
Thank you. Somebody else? Anything?
Norman Rush, I'd like to tell you a story about Norman in athletics. He was on the team, and on Friday afternoons before a game, we'd just get in the car and ride around and ride around. And over the years, I remember those afternoons. He didn't play a whole lot, if you remember, but he was such a good support. But I remember one game, and he said this as a compliment to me, but I took it as just a kind of friendship with Norman. He said, because he and I were about the same height, and so we were going into one stadium somewhere, and someone came up behind him, he said, pointing to Norman, said, "There goes Don Redding." So he came over and he told me that, and so that was part of a ritual that we had, and I miss those days, think of those days a lot.
Thank you, Don.
Charlotte alluded to this a few minutes ago, but Virginia State was just an amazing woman. She was just an amazing woman. And she had been so sick. And when she came to our, was it the last picnic or the one before? The one before. She had been through all of this chemo, and it was amazing. But she made an effort to come, and she looked absolutely stunning and gorgeous. She was as pretty as I've ever seen her. And she put on the best show you've ever seen. Everybody was just, well, it was just amazing. And it wasn't long after that she left, but she was wonderful. And I just can't help but say something about Bill Redding. There'll never be another Bill. There'll never be another Bill. The guy with the horn.
And if you all remember like me last night, I always have to have this wind up time regardless of what time it is. So I couldn't wait to get into my book and read. And when I read Sandy Gray's comments about them, the 3 of them going to Davidson, and he mentioned about how heartbroken he was with the news of Bill, and Bill was just like you said, what can you say, man with the heart. And it will. The wonderful thing is we remember Bill just like he was. We never saw him any differently. So he's still just like that picture. Somebody else? Just want to give you the opportunity. Yes.
Charles, I'd like to say something about Bill Redding. As many of you know, when I wrote this song for our class, I dedicated it to him. Because if I remember correctly, he was the first person in our class to be deceased after we graduated. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Right. And I just remember what somebody on the administrative staff at Ashboro High School told me one time. They said that he was so smart. He was the smartest person to ever go through Ashboro High School at that time. And that he would get things wrong just so he would fit in with the crowd. That's unbelievable.
He certainly wasn't good enough to do
Anyway,
that.
but he was a great singer, he was a great musician, and we would go down in the chorus room and sing